Hello, finally. My wife is out of the house. She went to work today. I feel like closing the door, hold on. I endeavored to answer all your fat questions today, all 24 of them. And for me hitting 13,000 subscribers. So let's get started. And yes, I do wear the vest every day because I fucking love it. So it's this one here where I'm in the park. I go down to the very bottom and I start answering questions. I haven't read any of them. And if I have, it was done in passing. And I don't remember them because I am dumb. Internet Connection, who's actually a pretty funny chap. He writes, I got a question. Do you find that as you get older, you can't get blackout drunk anymore without hangovers that border on mental illness? Yes, but I still do. And what I noticed I went to Cherry Bar and spent close to $200 on booze and lost my Kathmandu hoodie, which I emailed them and they still haven't fucking gotten back to me. So one of their staff members has either thrown it away or is wearing it. Yeah, that was on a Saturday night. I had a 2-day hangover. So Sunday, pretty much in bed all day. And then Monday, went to work, came home, and went back to bed. So yeah, 2-day hangover. It is not fun. But I do it because I don't learn from my mistakes. And there's a part of me that likes to be drunk. Yanni Cup. Hello, sir. What guitar players inspired you the most? Obviously Eddie Van Halen. What inspired me the most? I'm going to say my Fab Four is going to be Eddie Van Halen, George Lynch, Paul Gilbert, Jason Becker. Nowadays it's Brandon Ellis. That dude's fucking awesome. There's other dudes. I mean, Rick Graham and Guthrie. I mean, those are kind of given. Everybody loves those dudes, and rightly so, because they're fucking badass. But what got me started? Ace Frehley for the way he looks. And back when I was listening to Kiss, I wasn't judging, technical ability and shit like that, because as you grow older, then you hear, oh, he's not that great or whatever. I didn't know any different, and I loved him just fine. And I actually noticed that on Kiss Live 2, I don't know what year that came out, he's doing tapping with a pick. Isn't it before the first Van Halen album came out? I don't know. So, I mean, I'm sure there's dudes before Eddie that was doing that shit. Just like the gypsy jazz guys were doing sweeping before Yngwie kind of made it popular. But, okay, let me just think a minute because I want to answer this correctly. Okay, Eddie Van Halen. And then there was dudes in between, too, like Frank Marino from Mahogany Rush. He was badass. I had a friend that was right into him. Gary Moore. Pretty much as a teenager growing up in the 80s, it was just anybody who fucking burned, really. I mean, yeah. And I know I'm probably missing a whole bunch of people. But, off the top of my head, those are kind of the ones that I can think of. But, Greg, now it's like Greg Howe, Holdsworth, I've always liked. I've seen him, I think, twice or 3 times. Just, I don't know. I like different guitar players for different reasons. Not all of them shred reasons, but, songs and stuff. I like Johnny Marr from Morrissey just because of his chordal stuff. I liked a couple of guitar players from Susie and the Banshees because of their chordal stuff. But lead and burning and all that shit, I don't know, just anybody who burns and can do it live. Lynch was a bit touch and go. He was a bit, some good shows, some bad shows. I've seen Dawkins fuck so many times. And I've seen Racer X and Cacophony, and both of those were fucking fire. Yeah, Racer X, like Paul Gilbert live is fucking amazing, as well as Bruce. They were fucking amazing. And then you had Mark McGee from Vicious Rumors, who I really got into. He was fucking amazing as well. So I think that's it. And of course, the Rick Grahams, the Guthrie Govins, and then there's just young fuckers just everywhere. But I think my favorite dude right now today is absolutely Brandon Ellis. Seeing it's an Ibanez, you should paint it the Japanese color. Midori. Oh, okay. This is Bino One Eye, and I think he's talking about, I was thinking of painting one of my guitars, and I even forgot. I think I'm gonna take it's not even out, but I'm gonna take the Ibanez Universe, the black one, and I'm thinking of the green dot, and I'm thinking of painting it Loch Ness green, like the body and the headstock. And I was also thinking of getting the scratch plate painted Loch Ness green as well. And I did a little poll on my little YouTube community thing, and everybody's dead set against it. So I need to think it through. It's not going to happen for a while anyways because I'm fucking broke. But my birthday is December 15th. PayPal me some money so I can get some shit. I don't know. I figure begging is better than fucking Patreon, but I could be wrong. What's your favorite modern metal album? This is Nikolai Valchev. What's your favorite modern metal album? There's more than one. I like all the Revocation stuff. Black Dahlia Murder Nightbringers is one I listen to a lot. It's a CD. It's in my car. I can't fucking find it. The new Revocation. I forget the name. The Outsiders. Whatever. Listening to that quite a bit. And I'm also listening to the new Narcissus, which has the Visitant, and it's got Brandon Ellis on it. So I'm getting into that. And I like that a lot. That drummer's fucking badass. So those are the ones, those are the current metal bands I'm listening to. And then from there, I just go back and listen to old shit. So there you have it. I think, I haven't seen Revocation live yet, but I'm thinking that Black Dahlia Murder is probably my favorite band to see live because they're tight as fuck, number one, and they play at some incredible speeds. And that's impressive. And of course, you got Homeboy on guitar going fucking mental, doing the head fucking shit and being able to burn like that. He's a fucking clean guitar player, that guy. The Joe Wentz Project TV asks, congratulations, my friend. I'm always watching your videos. Your playing is incredible. Thank you. Congratulations again, brother, and God bless. Well, thanks for that. I know there are some people on YouTube who hate me, and I'm actually okay with that because you focus on the people who love you, and you give them all the attention. What is it? Those who don't mind matter, and those who matter don't mind. Wait, yeah, something like that. Nedark, can you do some Pat Travers lessons? Maybe. It's not on my radar. Like, I love Boom Boom Out Go the Lights, and I thought him and Pat Thrall were a really good duo. But, you know, I haven't listened to his shit in 20 plus years, so maybe I can, maybe I can't. John, Very Sexy Sanders 2. That's my real name. I'm John, and I'm very sexy too. Well, hi John, I'm Very Sexy 1. Johnny Resin, from Bakersfield, California. I know this cat. See, my sub count did count, biatch. Okay, thanks for that. Ask a fucking question. You got cranky I get so early on. Anissa Gennady, who I think is also John Very Sexy Sanders number 2. Metal's pretty much died over here in the States. Is there still a metal scene where you live? Yes, Anissa, there is. So yeah, there's a strong metal scene in Australia. Blunt Shovel, like I can't even name all the fucking bands, but Harlot are signed to, I forget who. Voyager are signed to, I forget, like we got signed metal bands playing everywhere. And the only two that come to mind right now are like 12 Foot Ninja, Blunt Shovel, Voyager. There's a bunch. I can't think of any of them because now I'm on the spot. But yes, we do have a strong metal scene and metal bands. Actually, Download Festival's coming out here in March? I don't know, but I'm going. I haven't seen Ozzy live yet, so I have to. And yeah, I'm going to see Voyager as well. We're just added to the bill. But yes, your question answered. Yes, there's a strong metal scene in Australia. And we have tons of metal bands. Blacksmith Channel. Can you do some Accept lessons? Maybe the songs from their older days. Probably. It's just finding the time, really. It's finding the time and how much do I have to learn? Because a lot of the Van Halen shit I already knew. And I just passed on that information without having to really go back and learn it again. But, I mean, I like Accept. I don't know, I know Balls to the Wall and shit like that. I don't know, like, tons of their stuff. So I'd have to go back. But I also don't see it as being, like, periphery fucking over the topness. Thank God. Because periphery, to me, I feel it would be a fucking nightmare to fucking play that shit. Favorite tube amp, favorite overdrive pedal. This is guitar LP 1960. Favorite tube amp? I don't have one, but I will say Mesa Boogie just because. But here's my thing. I do digital stuff through tube power amp. So I've got an HT500. I want the Helix really fucking bad. And once I get the Helix, I'm done. I'm done amp searching, because what I'll do is I'll DI straight into the soundboard, and then I'll also have a cabinet on stage just so I can hear myself, running obviously through a tube power amp. That's the thing. That's where a lot of people go wrong. If you're going to use like an HT500 or a this or a that, you got to have it going through a tube power amp. That's when they sound best. And I've got an Engel half stack. Oh, it's not here. It's at my bass player's house. Anyways. So yeah, that's how you do it. What was the other question? Favorite overdrive pedal? I don't have one, because I'm able to get that shit through the pedal. But I'll say, just to piss everybody off, a Metal Zone. It's the best. Run 4 of them together like my friend did, and never get a gig. Nikolai Volchev asks, who are your 10 favorite guitar players and bands of all time? Oh fuck, maybe I should have written this down. Bands of all time. Okay, I'll just do this like totally off the top of my head. I know I'm gonna forget shit, but what are you gonna do? Van Halen, Kiss, Meshuggah, Strapping Young Lad, Tears for Fears, Anthrax, even though I don't listen to them much anymore. Guitarists as well. Greg Howe, at Holdsworth. I'll say band, Zappa for sure. And one more. This is the one that's gonna fucking kill me. Fuck it. Thomas Dolby. No, well, I'll do an 11th. Textures, the Silhouettes album. There's like, I don't know, 10, 12 songs, and there's only maybe 2 songs I'm not really into, but fuck, that album is so good. If you like Meshuggah and Strapping mixed together, you gotta listen to Textures, Silhouettes. I think it's a perfect example of that. Sam Cupper asks, what's your favorite desserts? Chocolate ice cream. Without a doubt, anything chocolate. I'm like an alcoholic for chocolate, or a chocoholic for beer. There's some stuff out here in Australia called Sara Lee's Ultra Chocolate. I can eat a whole tub. Granted, I'll be shitting through the eye of a needle the next day. I don't care. There'll be diarrhea galore, but it's like when you go to Denny's and you have one of those chocolate shakes, and you can tell it's not, they didn't use vanilla ice cream and then chocolate syrup. They used chocolate ice cream to make the chocolate shake. This is the ice cream that they make it with. It is fucking divine. And if somebody said, you're gonna die from eating chocolate ice cream, I will start writing up my eulogy myself, because that's how much I fucking love it. ESP/Mike. I know this guy, he's on my Facebook. Dude, what made you move to Australia? I think I told this story more than once, but I'll tell it again. I married an Aussie in California. We were in this, in the States for a while. She got homesick. She came out here to Greensboro. And I think a couple months later I followed, because I was not exactly lighting the world on fire back in San Jose, California. So here I've been for the last 23 years. And although I'm not smart, moving to Australia was the smartest thing I've ever done in my life. And that is a fucking fact. It is Disneyland for adults. Although the Australian tax office can French kiss my asshole. Because now I have to pay fucking tax on my YouTube channel. Yeah, it is a great place to live. If you're gonna be poor in Australia. Because we're poor, and we walk out on Glen Ferry Road, and let me tell you, the fucking amount of restaurants, different restaurants we have there, oh fuck, it's amazing. This is Pablo R. Do you drink beer and play guitar every day? No. Need to either of those. So I don't play guitar. Is it expensive? Yes, okay, here we go. So you drink beer and play guitar every day? No, I don't play guitar every day. My job is so taxing on my old ass body that usually when I come home from work, I'll take about an hour and a half long nap. Guitar playing every day? Not anymore. I'm married, and no, I don't. So if we have a gig, I'll hunker down for about a week or two before the gig, and learn my shit properly, and then the three of us will get together and like run through this shit at Pal's house, standing up with our straps on and going through the patches on our pedal boards. But no, I do not play guitar every day. I'm not that inspired to be honest. I'm a little bit burnt out from guitar playing, but I also love it. It's fucked, man. It's a really weird place to be in. And that could also be my depression, which my wife doesn't like me talking about, but I'm on meds, so I don't feel crazy anymore. Oh, and for drinking, look, I do binge drink. I'll admit to that. I don't have 2 or 3. I fucking go whole hog. But even that's, I drink maybe once every week, once every 2 weeks. If it comes across like I'm drinking more, then it's just bullshit. I'm not. Is it expensive to live in your city? Yes, it is. How can I give you an example? People, look, if you're living in the States and you come out here, your head will pop at the price of a fucking beer, which would be, between $8 and $11, depending on the size and the make of the beer. Guitar strings, for a low B string on my 7 strings out here, they're about $6 or $7 per string. Over in the States, they're about $1.50. So when I go to the States, I stock up on fucking low B strings. And that's what I did the last time I was out, and I brought back fucking like 10 of them or some shit. I go, give me your low Bs. And he goes, how many do you want? And I go, I'll take all that you have. This was a Guitar Center in Fresno. So yeah, expensive to live in your city. Yes, it is, but there's also free-ish healthcare. So if I need to see a doctor about a fucking lump on my arm, or I need to get a certificate saying that I'm not going to be in work or whatever, that shit's free, and we can walk to it from where we're at. So there's a lot of pros living in Australia. There's also a couple of cons, which is absolutely internet speed here to upload is fucking ridiculous. Well, I'll get into that in another post because it's fucking dumb, and I don't want to waste your time. Let me just quickly go through these and make sure I've answered everything, because I actually thought it'd be longer. Nice, yeah, I've done them all. I want to thank everybody. I hope I mentioned all your names. I want to thank you all for asking questions. It's good to be in the 13,000 subscriber area. It's nice to get paid from YouTube, which they're not massive checks, and I end up spending them just for living expenses and whatnot. But I just want to continue to make my channel better. I'd like to have more people on it, as in do some more live streams, but my brother-in-law, who is a busy guy now, I'll just keep filming stuff, and hopefully you guys will keep watching stuff, and that'll be it. Just in the pipeline, more mode stuff. I want to start jamming over backing tracks for fun, because if this starts to feel like work, I get not into it. I get uninspired kind of thing. My 50th is coming up next month, so I'll probably film or take pictures of that. That'll be exciting for me. I remember, oh man, as a 20, I think I was 22 or 23, my mom called me on my birthday when I was that age, and she's like, wow, I can't believe you're still alive. And I was like, yeah, neither can I. We had a good chuckle, because apparently back in the day I was wild. Anyways, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for the questions. Thank you for spending time with me right now, and I'll make some more videos as soon as I can. I'm gonna hopefully start today. All right, love you, bye.